I stopped packing my husband's gym bag and he showed up in dress shoes. So for like 4 years, I packed Derek's gym bag every single morning. Shoes, shorts, the shirt, a clean towel, his shaker bottle, deodorant, the little combination lock for the locker. He worked out before his shift, so he'd leave the house at 6 a.m. and I'd have it sitting by the door the night before, zipped and ready. I didn't mind it at first, honestly. But somewhere along the way, it stopped being a favor and turned into a thing I owed him. One morning, I forgot the towel and he texted me from the parking lot. Seriously? How hard is it? I apologized. I actually apologized. His mom made it worse. We'd be at Sunday dinner and she'd go, "Derek's so lucky a wife who takes care of her man." And Derek would just lean back all smug like, "She's got a system." A system. Like I was staff. The thing that finally did it was in October. We were watching TV and I asked if he could grab milk on his way home the next day. He goes, "I have enough on my plate. Can you not add to it?" I looked at him, this man whose socks I rolled into little balls every night, and I just went, okay. So I stopped. I didn't announce it or make a speech. That night, I just didn't pack the bag. I left it empty by the door exactly where it always sat. Same spot, same zipper closed, so it looked done from across the room. He grabbed it at 6 and left. I heard the car pull out. I sat with my coffee feeling weirdly nervous, like a kid who'd broken something. He got home that evening and didn't say a word about it. Nothing. I figured he'd noticed the empty bag, driven home, whatever, and just decided not to give me the satisfaction. Fine. So I did it again. Empty bag, same spot, and again nothing. 3 days of this. No comment. I started to think maybe he was keeping a spare set at the gym and the whole packing ritual had been pointless the entire time, which honestly made me angrier. Friday, his mom called the house phone, which she never does. I picked up. She goes, "Is Derek okay? He seemed off at lunch Wednesday." I said, "What lunch?" She said the lunch. The one at Bianca's downtown. The client thing she'd stopped by to drop off his dry cleaning and seen him at a table. I said Derek doesn't have client lunches. He installs HVAC. There's no client lunches. There's no downtown. There's no Bianca's. She got quiet in that way, where you can hear someone realizing they said too much. I hung up and I went and looked at the bag. Really looked at it. The gym bag I'd packed 1,000 times. And I noticed the bottom seam was worn different than the top, like it mostly got set down on nice floors, not thrown in a locker. I don't know why I noticed that. I unzipped the front pocket I never used. There was a parking receipt. A garage on 5th, $18, weekday rate. The gym is a strip mall with a free lot. He came home at 6:30. I had the bag on the kitchen table, front pocket open, receipt sitting on top of it. He stopped in the doorway and I watched him clock it. He was in his work clothes, but his shoes. He had on the brown dress shoes, the good ones, from our wedding that live in the back of the closet. Not his boots, dress shoes. I said, "How was the gym?" He said, "Fine." I said, "You wore those to install a furnace?" He looked down at his own feet like he'd forgotten they existed, and I watched him try to build the sentence. Watch 3 different lies start and die. I said, "I stopped packing your bag Monday. You've left this house empty-handed 4 days straight and never once needed a single thing that was supposed to be in it. So where do you go, Derek? Where do you go that you need to look nice and pay for parking and eat lunch downtown?" He said, "It's not what you think." I said, "I haven't told you what I think yet. You already know what I think. That's the problem." He said her name before I even asked for it. Just Bianca and stopped. I picked up the empty bag off the table and held it out to him. "You don't need me to pack it anymore." I said, "Sounds like she's got a system."